Whoa, what was that? Can turn that off. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was so confused as to what that was. Oh, yeah. Thanks for showing that. Hopefully, we're in a better space now. All right. I think we're on. Let's go do the usual usuals. Not unusual to be loved by anyone. Oh, let me see here. You absolutely have to be where you need to be. There we go. I'll put you in the right space. Everything shuts down. Think we're in the. Hold on, let me see something here. Oh, I could just click this. This actually makes things a lot easier for me. Look at that. Look at that. Look how easy that was. What do you mean something went wrong? What do you mean something went wrong? Bro. Stop. Please stop. Don't start with this something went wrong today. We ain't doing that nonsense, man. Let's get it together. Let's have our brief conversation and let's go about our night. All right, let's see here. All right. Oy. Oh, okay. So, could have swore I clicked that, but whatever. Yay. Okay. No. Oh, crap. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. All right. Do that. Let's see here. Wow. A lot of something went wrong. That does not bode well here. I might have to have a conversation. Leave me alone. I might have to have a conversation with Verizon. Oh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, we might need to have a little mini discussion here. Just want to put that out there. Discussion may be due. Let's see. Okay, I think thing is good on my side technically. I think. All right, let's see. We are still technically here. But yeah, I'm gonna have some words for the Rising guy, bro. This is ridiculous. Might be time to switch networks, bro. This is ridiculous. I gotta switch plans, man. I have to go back to Xfinity. I might have to talk about that, bro. This is ridiculous. You gonna make us pay the highest package, and we having network problems. Okay, cool. All right, let's see how Xfinity works. That's gonna be a conversation for another day. Anyway, um, let's hope we can actually have a whole vivid conversation, because Verizon been off the damn loop with this. It's been making it very hard to stream as of recently. For me to be having network problems at this stage when I've not had these type of problems consistently, at least. Oh, okay. So hopefully everything's good here. No. Let me see what happens. Let me see what happens. Okay. Hmm. Dang, they weren't built like that. Okay, never mind. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, nah. He was built like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's going on, Daniel? Give me a few minutes. I'm trying to let this run here because, as you guys know, we've been having some problems as of recently in terms of our streams. It's been cutting out prematurely, and I'm trying to get a level of consistency because this is affecting it too. If the stream's consistently turning off, it makes it hard to go live and really do what we need to do to discuss. So right now, I'm kind of just letting this run consistently. We are eventually going to get started, but I need to let this run for a little bit because I'm trying to make sure this doesn't cut off, bro. Because this is starting to get ridiculous, man. We can't have any type of conversations here. Things are starting to become problematic with the streams more consistently because we can't hold the streams for long. I mean, this is unacceptable. All right, what? Hmm. Seems like it's just trying to push it for a little bit longer. I can also just do. I'm gonna try something like this as well. I hate having to be delayed like this because at this point, I'd actually just prefer to ultimately just get started as opposed to having to, you know, wait. What's going on, John? Appreciate you stopping by. We're just giving this a few minutes. I've been having network issues all week, which has made it very difficult to go stream. And if you've seen the last few streams, we've just been periodically cutting out, and it's nothing I can really do about that. It's really nothing because it's not even a storm. I Verizon really be pissing me off right now. You got us playing. We are paying the highest package to make sure we have unlimited internet access. We don't have to have any network issues. We weren't having them in the past, and now we are sitting in a situation because they decided, oh, you know what, we're gonna take on a lot more individuals. We're gonna take on a lot more individuals. So now the network is not gonna be as well as it needs to be. So due to that ultimately happening, it is essentially affecting the streams. So I'm trying to give this a little time to run, and we will get started. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes here, and eventually we will get started with our topic of conversation. But yeah, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? As we're trying to just give this a little bit of time to ultimately, come up, as we sit back and just wait. Just trying to make sure we got some consistency here with the stream because it's really annoying when I'm in the middle of a conversation or in the middle of making a point and then out of nowhere, bam, I'm off. So, yeah, right now we're just trying to go through it and chill out here. But yeah, just getting a little time, letting this work out, and we will eventually get started and have our discussion here. Trying to join my happiness. Lakers won. OSU winning in the blowout. Before I have to suffer 3 hours of depression tomorrow / watching my Steelers. Best of luck with that. Obviously, I'll be praying for your team's demise. Y'all lose tomorrow and the Ravens win. The Ravens get first place in the AFC North, which would make us completely back because at this point we'll be able to hold all the cards in our hands. It'd also be great to get back to 500. Oh boy. Well, no, I mean I have T-Mobile for my phone network in terms of the house network, like the house plan. We're with Verizon, so Xfinity might have to be the next thing because like our phone network, we're with T-Mobile, so I'm with T-Mobile. That's not the problem on my network, but in terms of the box we have in the house and the main network rather that's in the basement here, um, we're with Verizon, and it has been having so many damn problems. So conversations will be made, and as long as this continues to happen, Xfinity we might be going back to Comcast, bro. All I'm saying, man. But that's a conversation for another time, for another day, that I gotta have because I gotta talk to my sister about that. It says we'll have to pay for the. I'm not here to talk about payments right now, but like, yeah, we've just been having some network problems. It's part of the reason why I haven't been streaming this week as well. Um, it's just been hard to keep a stream consistent which is why I haven't gotten started with my point. I would love to get started with this aspect, but I'm just running the clock because I want to see the stream at least show some level of consistency and hold on. And then from there, we can ultimately start something. But yeah, hopefully everybody is doing well. Family has AT&T for our phones, but I'm thinking about switching to T-Mobile when I get my own phone and payment. Hey man, switch to T-Mobile. T-Mobile's not bad. T-Mobile is not bad. Now there'll be times, dude, with any phone company you decide to go with, any phone that we decide to go with, there's gonna be some pros and cons. Okay, whether you go with Verizon or T-Mobile or AT&T or Sprint, doesn't matter where you go with, you're always going to have some problems. There'll be some good perks. There'll be some bad moments. A lot of conversations with tech, not tech support, but a lot of conversations with support when you're looking at your data plan and all this other stuff, and you're like, this isn't what you guys promised me, and then it just becomes an annoying aspect. But it is what it is. It's just one of those annoying things. What's going on, Loyal? Appreciate you stopping by. We are gonna be getting ready to sit back and discuss this soon because the game is tomorrow, and I honestly have not been able to stream this week due to network issues because I wanted to talk about the Ravens Browns game. I feel like a conversation actually has to be made here because this game, this is a tricky game. This is a very tricky game. Do I use an iPhone? Yeah, I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone right here. I use an iPhone, so yeah, I don't have too many problems with iPhones. It's more so with our network, but that's something different. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to get started because we have to talk about the Ravens and the Browns game. Honestly, there's not much to really talk about here because the expectations for a team that's fighting for their life and has the talent to win should ultimately win. Like there should be no reason the Ravens lose this game. But a conversation has to be made because we as I think Ravens flock has actually kind of been ignoring this, but it's it's been very competitive, or at least in terms of the win loss record. Cleveland has actually been giving us a run for our money. I find it so weird y'all are playing 4 p.m. and not 1 p.m. I think it's an AFC North thing. I actually thought we would have played 1 p.m. alongside the Steelers and Bengals. I thought they wanted to do all four AFC North teams together, like they did last week with the NFC West, because you had Seattle taking on Arizona and LA taking on San Francisco, and both of them played 4 p.m. games. So I at least thought they would have put these AFC North games at 1 p.m. apiece, but they put us at 4 p.m. and I'm not tripping over it. I'm not mad if they put us at 4 p.m. games. It's not the worst in the world. Not to mention we get to see what happens with the Steelers and the Bengals. If the Bengals win, then we all know that Ravens take first place in the AFC North with a win against Cleveland. Hey man, happy Saturday. What's going on, Ravens Blow? Not feeling good. I am sick, but good night, man. Hopefully we win tomorrow. Going 2-0 in the division will be big. Go Ravens. Yeah, man. Hopefully you feel better. Hopefully you'll feel better, man. Hopefully you'll feel better. But you know what? We've been here for about 10 minutes now. I feel like I can at least get started with a conversation. Hopefully the stream holds up. Hopefully we get some consistency. It's been a real pain in the neck to deal with this nonsense. It's been happening recently with Verizon, but I just got to deal with it. You paid for unlimited networking and all this other stuff. You pay the highest package, so you don't have to deal with these issues, and yet you still deal with these issues. That don't make no sense to me. Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna get started. Hopefully everything will just kind of work out this way. We don't expect to be here too long because this is more of a preview. Could have made a video of it, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of making like a preview video of a game that's gonna happen in less than 24 hours. Like if I wanted to make a preview of Ravens Browns, I would have done that on Thursday. But I wanted to do more of a discussion. I think it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie. I've talked about this in terms of some of these matchups and some of these games, as well as how the Ravens have played for much of this season. I have not felt obligated to sit back and talk about the Ravens in terms of previews. Like you guys normally see me in the spot up area where I'm talking about keys to the game and stuff. This has not really been a year where I have really felt that that should have been the case because I was doing it early on. I was doing it with the Bills game. I was doing it with the Lions game. I was doing it with the Chiefs game. But once we started taking L's like that and then getting embarrassed defensively, and then we started getting it got even worse with the Texans game. At some point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm sheltering that until we get ourselves together later on down the road because there's no reason for me to sit back and talk about what this team needs to do, the keys to the game, try to motivate these guys to go play, and they're just gonna go out there and get absolutely mollywopped by the Texans and all this other stuff. I didn't. I've shelved that. And this kind of stretch with the Ravens, it hasn't exactly been an actual moment where I feel the need to put this out here in terms of a preview video. However, if the Ravens could continue to win and get themselves back in this, I could potentially make this preview video for maybe a potential Ravens Steelers game. I have to wake up at 4 a.m. so quickly. Should I start Pat or Stafford tomorrow? That's a toughie. Stafford's dealing right now, but he's going up against Seattle's defense. Has been one of the best in the league. Denver's been one of the best in the league, and Mahomes has been playing well. Both Stafford and Mahomes are in the MVP conversation. So you know what? Yeah, I know who they're playing. I do know who they're playing. They're going up against divisional rivals, so I know who they're playing. It's just which one would be a better one to choose? I'm not gonna lie. Of all defenses within that division, I can't lie to you. Seattle, it's not Seattle. Denver does a really good job against Mahomes. They just don't get the win. I don't know if it's going to be a highly offensive game for the Chiefs going up against that Broncos defense. But Pat Surtain is not going to be playing. I think he's dealing with an injury that has him out for some time. So I don't think Pat Surtain, the defensive player of the year, one of the best players in the game today, he's not going to be there defensively. So I feel like at that point you could see the Chiefs have a moment to try to exploit that Broncos defense. But again, I don't know. Like the Broncos defense, even when they've missed guys, they've played well against Mahomes. And with the way Stafford's dealing, I see opportunities. Even though the Seahawks defense has been fantastic this year, one of the best defenses in the league, I still see opportunities where Stafford could ultimately be with Devontae Adams there and Puka Nacua being healthy. So I'd lean more towards Stafford against the Seahawks than I would Mahomes against the Broncos, but the opportunity's there without Pat Surtain. So, however things go is however things go. I can't stop them. So if you look at it, I'm looking more towards the aspect of Stafford against that Seahawks defense um as opposed to Mahomes versus the Denver defense. So, I mean, take whatever you choose. I'd probably go more Stafford against the Seahawks, especially with the way he's been dealing these recent games. All right, let's actually get into this. Poor Dobbins